One time of knowledge don't sink in. Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Mercy, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Bradley Ginion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry here for Todd Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
No gain on the play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
It's caught. Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And that'll bring up second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5 now. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, It's a sack. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Ryan to the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He gives to Gurley. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very good return that time. 18 yards. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They go play action now. Ryan rolling to his right. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And it'll move the chains. Back now in Atlanta's 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back now in Atlanta's 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll toss to Gurley left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The ball carrier.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now Ryan on second down. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Hayden Hurst. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Score, Falcons 7, Buccaneers nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Flush to his right. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Wait, that 380.
Brady now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. In for the sack, Deion Jones. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Brady going to throw. That's caught by Howard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
O.J. Howard.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Now Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it go. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now Ryan on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Complete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He was covered.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
The ball carrier.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Now Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Ball carrier.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Oh, design run for their wideout. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
At the 41-yard line.
Brady. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. Escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give them even better starting position. Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
A gain of 14.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Ryan over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's 3rd and short.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Check. 20. 552. Hey, watch that.
From the gun, Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 17.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And now look at him go. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20.
Keep running, man.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Oh, he got possession on him, and he pulls it in. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
At the 40.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, Ryan. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
But no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this is no good. Oh, by a matter of inches, he missed it wide to the right. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. He completes it to Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Tampa Bay.
Check. Lucky. Watch the safety crease. Ozzy.
On first down, Brady. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
33 yards on the play.
33 yards that time.
Buccaneers.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha.
On first down, Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. This one caught by Ridley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan looking deep for Julio, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Ryan. He's going to try and go deep again. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The Falcons on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Brady going to look to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Complete.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Brady to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Here's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Koo now for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 38, Falcons 35.
So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to this. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Well, Jones with a nice burst there on first down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
By DeMonte Casey. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Falcons' 36-yard line.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Buccaneers, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the